Hello, this is Nancy with Yoga Journeys, and for today's journey we are going to explore one of the basics, breathing. There are 3 types of vigorous breathing exercises that you may come across during your yoga practice, and we want to separate out each one of them. Those are Kapalabhati, also known as skull shining breath, Bhastrika, known as Bellow's breath, and breath of fire. These 3 have subtle differences between them. They are often jumbled up together, but they actually do have a little bit of distinction between them. And so we'll go over that, as well as some of the exercises that sometimes accompany these types of breathing. So on a real quick level, this is Kapalabhati. This is Bhastrika. And this is breath of fire. See the difference? Okay, well, let's start with Kapalabhati, or skull shining breath. We have to get in touch with our diaphragm for this one. Kapalabhati is a vigorous exhale through the nose with a passive inhale, all the while pumping the diaphragm. So on the exhale, we give a bit of a pulse to our belly. So let's put our hand on our belly so we can make sure that that's happening. So let's inhale and exhale. Notice how you don't even have to make any kind of effort for the inhale. That's just going to happen naturally when the diaphragm releases. Get a tissue if you need it. For all of these, you might need a tissue if you're a little bit congested. So let's try that. Let's try the skull shining breath. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall. You can keep your hand on your diaphragm to encourage that pulse. If you can, close the eyes, and if closing the eyes is not available, just look at the tip of the nose. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hand and take a nice deep breath through the nose. Smooth exhale. And just notice what that does. The simple act of pumping the diaphragm is starting to send the blood circulating, getting rid of some of the excess carbon dioxide that might have been built up with the focus on the exhale. And your body starts to warm up with the increase of oxygen through the body. One of the exercises that might accompany Kapalabhati breathing might look like this. Now you can stay on with knees crossed, or you can come up onto your knees, sitting on your heels. Bring the fingers, curl the fingers into their bases, and the thumbs come up. And we're going to come out to about 45 degrees. Let's relax the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, and sit up nice and tall. And let's do Kapalabhati. So remember, it's pumping the diaphragm on the exhale, and let the inhale take care of itself. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring the hands together overhead, palms come together, hold full. And as you exhale, come down through the center and let the hands rest on the thighs. And feel that energy, feel the circulation through your body. The second vigorous breathing is the Bhastrika breath, which is known as the Bellow's breath. Now in this one, it's a vigorous inhale and a vigorous exhale through the nose. Okay, so the attention is both. They're measured, they're balanced. So it's like that. It'll look like this. So you see, the exhale has just as much attention as the inhale. And this too also has a few accompanying exercises that go with it. One of the ones that I like to do, you can do this standing as well as sitting. Because again, we're going to come out to about, again, 45 degrees, but this time our fingers are going to be out. This is our inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to come down kind of our elbows are going to come into our ribs, kind of a little bit strenuously, okay? And we're going to make our hands into fists, or that's also the S in sign language. So it's almost like we're pumping out the exhale with our elbows. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, settle the hands onto the thighs. And notice how that feels in the body. Just checking in. Another nice Bhastrika, a little more simple, that I like to do with movement is to inhale the shoulders up toward the ears and shrug it down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, shrug it up, hold full. Exhale, melt the shoulders down. Let that move around in your form. So notice with just a minimal amount of exercise, we're really getting the circulation going. This is brilliant for people who might have limited mobility. With Breath of Fire, it's a bit faster than Bhastrika, and it's not quite as deep. It's at the level of a sniff. Like, in fact, let's start with panting like a dog, right? Like you're an excited puppy. Let's do excited puppy breath. Okay, now keep that level of breathing, but close your mouth and do it through your nose. Now this Breath of Fire is done often in poses. It can be done in still poses or in active poses. So let's start out with a still pose for Breath of Fire. One I like to do is the bridge pose. So let's come on down, lay on down our backs. Let's get our feet hip width apart, arms come alongside the body, and we're gonna scoop the pelvis up. Okay, strong through our foundation. So we got lots of weight through the shoulders, back of the head, arms alongside the body, scooping the pelvis. If this is a little bit too much for you, go ahead and stick a bolster or block under the sacrum. If you have the freedom, maybe you can interlace the fingers and roll onto the shoulder heads and lift up even higher with the pelvis. And let's do Breath of Fire. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, scoop the pelvis up. Hold full. Exhale through the nose as we lower down. Pelvis comes down last. Big inhale, and let's exhale. See, that was fun. Another way we can use Breath of Fire is with a movement. So the inhale for one position, the exhale for the other. So a good example of this is a twist. So if we sit up tall and we bring our fingers to our shoulders, we're going to inhale from the left and exhale to the right. So it's going to be, because Breath of Fire is fast, we're going to be moving pretty quickly. So now if this is no way, no way, you could also use this you can use this at a Bhastrika tempo. Let's get it up to Breath of Fire, okay? So sniffing from the left, exhaling to the right. Okay, on an inhale, we're gonna come back to the middle. Elbows come up, big inhale, fill up, hold. Exhale, settle. Now you might notice with movement and that type of breathing, you might feel yourself getting a little dizzy, it might be a little intense, but just build up to it. Build up to it. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with me. I hope it cleared up a little bit of confusion about those 3 different types of breathing techniques. If you like the video, please hit like. And if you would like more from me, please hit subscribe. And if you have a question, comment, or even a request for a future video, please put it in the comment section down below. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. Namaste.